Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings trilogy is renowned for its emotional depth, with the farewell scene at the Grey Havens in The Return of the King standing out as one of the most poignant moments. This bittersweet departure marked the end of an era for the characters of Elrond, Galadriel, Celeborn, Gandalf, and Bilbo as they prepare to sail to the Undying Lands, leaving Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin to say their goodbyes. Frodo's decision to join them added an additional layer of heartache, deepening the impact of this farewell. However, bringing this emotional scene to life was far from straightforward. Behind-the-scenes footage reveals that the actors had to delve deep into their emotions to convincingly portray the Hobbit's heartbreak. This intensity of feeling was particularly draining since they were not even at the end of their filming schedule, meaning they had to suppress their real emotions about parting ways with one another. A comedy of errors. Filming the Grey Havens was plagued by a series of mishaps that compounded the actors' difficulties. The first attempt was marred by an error in Sean Astin's costume. He had forgotten to wear his vest after removing it during lunch, leading to a continuity issue. The crew only realized the mistake after reviewing the footage, necessitating a complete reshoot of the scene, which frustrated the cast. Astin humorously recalled the reactions of his fellow hobbits during this time, stating, "I remember the 3 other hobbits looked at me like, 'We will kill you, you jerk.'" Unfortunately for the cast, the second attempt to film the scene did not go smoothly either, as the cameras were out of focus, rendering the footage unusable. This forced the crew to film the scene a third time the following day, which ultimately became the version featured in the final cut of The Return of the King. Mixed emotions in the final cut. Despite the final product being widely celebrated, the actors expressed their dissatisfaction with certain aspects of the scene during the cast commentary. Dominic Monaghan voiced his displeasure with how he looked while crying, and Billy Boyd lamented the removal of dialogue between Pippin and Gandalf, emphasizing the bond they had formed throughout the trilogy. Such sentiments highlight a common phenomenon in the industry. Those involved in the creation of a project often hold a more critical view than its audience. A bittersweet conclusion. The Grey Haven scene serves as a powerful conclusion to the trilogy, encapsulating the emotional weight of Frodo's departure from Middle-earth. It not only marked a farewell for the hobbits but also for the audience, who had invested nearly 11 hours in the epic journey. Once Frodo sailed away, Sam's return home to his family marked the end of a significant chapter for both the characters and viewers alike. The portrayal of the Grey Havens differs somewhat from J.R.R. Tolkien's original novel, where Frodo confides his intentions to Sam before they reach the Grey Havens and hands over the Red Book of Westmarch back in the Shire. The film's choice to present Frodo's departure in such a sudden manner heightened the emotional impact, making the farewell resonate even more powerfully. Ultimately, the struggles faced during the production of this iconic scene were not in vain. They contributed to the profound emotional experience that has left an indelible mark on fans of The Lord of the Rings.